wanted to talk about something. What did you want to talk about? Oh, your partner. What about them? You feel like they're being shady. I mean, you know what? The thing about that is half the time when you feel like they're being shady, they're really not being shady, and that's just us making up these like scenarios in our mind that like they're being shady, you know? Like I had to like learn that lesson the hard way. Like one time my boyfriend was literally not answering any of my calls like the entire day, like morning until night, you know? And like mind you, he's not really the type of person that like texts me good morning or good night or anything like that already, but like still, you know, like I felt like the whole thing was pretty shady. I felt like the whole thing was pretty shady, and so I was like kind of sussed out, and I was like, what is exactly going on right now? Like, why is he not like answering my phone calls and texting me back? And you know, like, you know, the vibes when you just feel like something is going on deep down in your gut. Exactly. And it turned out that his sister, which I didn't even know that he had a sister, like I literally thought he was the only child. I swear, I went to his house one time and his mom literally told me that he was the only child, but like obviously like I don't know everything about everything, so like can't really say much on that. But like it turns out that his sister was sick. And so he literally like spent the entire day like in the hospital tending to his sick sister, which like is just so selfish of me to be like, why didn't you text me back? And like, why didn't you call me back for like a full 24 hours when really his sister was sick, you know? And like people don't lie about having siblings. Like that's just fact checkable, you know? And two, people don't lie about their siblings being sick, you know? Like it was really just, and he let me know like it was really just me jumping to conclusions, but in reality there was like a family tragedy going on. And like he told me like I was so quick to like make it about me, you know, when in reality like it was more than that. Like there were bigger things at work, you know? So like you just kinda gotta just give them time to explain, you know? I'm just trying to let this get hot. But like what else was the issue? What happened? So you saw someone in their phone that they have been like sexting, like full-blown pictures. Okay, see that, I understand how that can be like misconstrued a little bit. Like that can be, I think it's out enough. That can be a little bit difficult, you know, definitely. Like I had that happen to me one time and I was like, okay, well obviously they're sexting, you know, like there's nothing else to it other than that. But then I literally came to realize that what they're actually doing is a screening. I know that sounds so like sus, but just listen for a second. So obviously they're gonna send those pictures to you. Obviously. My boyfriend actually explained this to me because I too thought that like I found something like that too, and I was like, this is kind of sus, you know? And my boyfriend also explained it to me. That what they're actually doing, and this is like a common thing amongst people like in relationships, like sometimes they're so like self-conscious and like kind of like so concerned about what their partner is gonna think of their like, you know, photos or whatever. You know, so what they'll actually do is they'll actually send it to somebody else, so that way that person can like screen it and like make sure that it's like really hitting the spot, you know, like it's really doing what it needs to do before they send it to you, you know? So they just gotta make sure that it's like hitting the right spots and like doing, you know, giving everything that they've got they've kind of got to work through that a little bit before they like send it over to you. Like it's got to get like the stamp of approval, basically, is what it's called. I didn't know that either because I literally found photos of my boyfriend sending like multiple like sexy time pictures to other girls in his phone, and I asked him, I was like, what is this? Like, you're literally cheating. Like, this is literally cheating. Like, I don't know if you know this or not, but just because you guys aren't seeing each other in person, which he told me that they're not seeing each other in person, so that's why I knew that. Just because you're not seeing them doesn't mean that this isn't cheating. And he explained to me that this is actually a common thing amongst people in relationships, that they will just send their photos out in advance, so that way, they can get the stamp of approval, because that way, like when they send it to you, obviously you just mean so much more to them. You're like so important to them. So obviously they want to make sure that they're sending you the good stuff. You get what I'm saying? So like it's kind of like a blessing a little bit, because then you know that they really care for you, because they're just so scared to send it to you first. Whoever they send it to first, that's how you know that they don't care that much about that person, because they're not nervous to send it to them, but they don't send it to you first, so that means that they're nervous to send it to you. Yeah, I know, he literally has been teaching me so much about relationships. Like, I swear every second I'm accusing him of something and he's always proving me wrong, which I just love about him. I'm just going to straighten this piece. I think I've got the straightener on like 370, so it's not that hot, but it's still, pretty hot. It's still, pretty hot. It's good little straighten. There we go. Okay. Let me brush that, and then we can see what other parts we need to like work on. But like, what else did they say to you? Right. Okay. Interesting. A lot of this stuff has actually happened to me, which is so cool. Like, I get to pass on my wisdom. So they were basically out at somewhere that they told you that they were not going. So basically they went like somewhere else other than what they said they were going, and they turned off their location and wouldn't answer any of your calls. And then when they got home, they wouldn't tell you where they've been and what they were doing. Okay. So this one's like an easy one. Like, this one's really lightweight. Do you guys have any like anniversaries or holidays or like personal, like things going on? Like, think really hard, because like I know that it seems like, it might be nothing, but if you think really hard, I'm sure you can find some sort of special day between the two of you, and then that will be able to explain everything. So just like really think about your relationship and like what exactly you guys have been, going through, and any milestones or anything like that, just think about anything like that. See, okay, so the first time that you guys ever said hello to one another, that's coming up. So not that you dated on that day, but like the first time you ever said hello, like literally just met the person and said hi, that day's coming up. That explains a lot. now that I think about it, it literally makes me feel giddy. It was the first time that we ever shared a text message together. Yeah, like the first time that he ever sent me a text message, which is just so sweet that he remembered, because I literally forgot. Like, he was trying to explain it to me and I literally like couldn't even remember, and I tried to go back in my phone and like see, like, fact check the date, but my phone is set on like auto delete after like a couple of months, so I didn't have the information to fact check. But I feel like, why would you lie about something like that? Like, that's like an anniversary, like that's strange to lie about, you know? And so I couldn't fact check it, but I do believe him when he said that it was our first ever text message anniversary. And so we kind of he was trying to like put something together for us to celebrate that, which I just found really romantic, and I felt really bad, so I ended up going out and buying him like these really expensive shoes that he's been wanting, because I just felt so bad. Like, I forgot anniversary. Like, I know that if someone forgot my anniversary, I'd be really upset with them. I'd be so upset, you know? And so I just had to go all out for him because he was going all out for me, you know? He was like planning things, and obviously I like ruined it, so like we couldn't do what he was planning the whole time because I had obviously ruined it, but like the fact that he even remembered and was like trying to plan it out was enough. It was enough for me to like understand, you know? Like, I feel like sometimes we just gotta take a moment and just think about everything, you know? Like, sometimes we be jumping, like, and this is like, I learned this from my boyfriend because he tells me this all the time. He's like, sometimes you just gotta take a moment and you gotta think. And then when he explains it to me, I'm like, that is so true. Like, I never in a million years would have thought that specifically, but now that he explained it to me, I'm like, exactly, you know? Your hair looks good. So like, what are you getting your hair done? What did you want me to do? Like, do your hair for anyway? Oh, you think your partner is like planning a romantic like thing? Why do you think that? Okay, yeah, cool. So you got a call, was it, from a restaurant that you're like, he made a reservation and they were like confirming the reservation. Okay, and then he like got up like all dressed and like went out with like cologne and everything. Yeah, he's definitely like gonna call you and be like, meet me here. Like, it's definitely pieces on the ends. But other than that, you're looking good. Just a couple of pieces on the ends. A couple of pieces. A couple of pieces on the ends. Just a couple of pieces on the ends here. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on it too, just so it can look like tame any like frizz over the night, you know? Make you look really put together. It'll be really cute. It'll be really cute. Just a little bit, because I don't want it to make you look too oily, you know, especially like if you're going out on a date. Like, that's not the look, so we're just gonna put a little bit just to tame any frizz. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. That looks really, really, really good. Okay. Do you want me to like touch up your makeup or anything, or are you like gonna go for like a natural look? Like, who knows? Maybe you could even be getting proposed to. Like, because stop. How cute would it to be just proposed to you on the anniversary of the first time that you guys spoke? That would be so cute, you know? Like, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Like, what do your nails look like? Let me see. Okay, they're good. They're good. They're really nice and clean and like classic. Oh my god. Imagine if you're getting proposed to. Like, imagine. I think you are. No, I think you are. I think all of this, like, suspicious behavior that's been going on is, like, really, like, a proposal behavior. Like, they're trying to set you up to be proposed to, and you, like, don't even know. You, like, don't even know. Like, can you imagine? Just imagine it for a second. Like, imagine, like, him, like, imagine it getting on one knee and proposing to you. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen. I really do. I'm so excited for you. Anyway, you look amazing. I'm gonna let you go. Enjoy. If you know what I'm saying, text me and let me know how it goes. Okay? Just try not to be too suspicious of him. You know, you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt sometimes.